cozy.
Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Precious, aka Shades of Presty. If this is your first time on my channel, please don't make it your last. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment and all that good stuff. In fact, put on your notification bells so you get notified every time I post a new video. Now we're going to be talking about long distance relationships and if it really works. So I have tips that I wrote down on my phone, and if you see me looking down, just know I'm just trying to say or pick the point I have written down to talk about. And yeah, that's basically it. So let's just get right into the video. So guys, what are some of the biggest difficulties couples face in distance relationship? From my own point of view, I feel like physical intimacy is one of the problems. And when we talk about physical intimacy, you see, we're not just, for me, how I see physical intimacy, I'm not just talking about sex, right? Because I know that's like the first thing that comes to your mind, sex. But for me, I'm not talking about sex. Physical intimacy means like spending quality time together, like where I get to see you, right? Hang out with you, have like proper one-on-one conversation. Like I'm seeing you, I'm looking into your eyes, I'm having conversations with you, sharing my problems with you. That is physical intimacy for me. Like I said, going out, eating together, probably sleeping on the same bed. That's if you're married though. Sleeping on the same bed. What else? Like those things you do together, not over the phone. The things you do together, those are, and then you don't do it together because okay, you people are not in the same space. You're different, like different country or different states. You're not together, so you can't go out together. You can't have one-on-one conversation. It's like it just creates, for me, it still creates distance. Aside the distance you have, it still creates distance in your relationship. Another thing again is trust and communication problem. Now we'll talk about trust and communication. You know, when you have a partner and you people are in two different places now, this is where physical intimacy even comes in also, because you people are in different places. All you have to do to stay together is communicate. That's phone calls. And imagine the other person, wherever the person is, that person is busy. It doesn't really have the time, right? He's working 247, and then you're here expecting calls and all of that, and then you can't get that because that person is busy. It interrupts your communication. You know, in situations where if it's not long distance now and that person is working, whatever the person is doing, he gets to come back home and then get to spend that remaining time with you. But that person comes back very tired wherever he is or she is, gets back home very tired. That person doesn't have that strength anymore to want to communicate. The first thing coming to that person's mind is rest. It's hard for you to be the first thing to come to their mind. First thing that comes to their mind is rest. So, and that's where I feel trust, because as you start distrusting the person, like, okay, is this person really into me? Does this person want to hear from me? You start even doubting if the person wants to be with you. Okay, you're doubting, is this person really busy? What is issues? Trust. The trust you have for that person starts like reducing. I don't know if you get me, but yeah, trust and communication, distance also affects your trust and communication. Another thing is different time zones or schedules. Exactly what I just said. Your different time zones. You can be in Nigeria, whoever you are with. Like let's say instance UK. UK. I think we have just 1 hour difference, Nigeria and UK. So it's either like 1 hour different, 1 or 2 hours difference, I think. So imagine it's like 10 a.m. here, and in UK is already, or let me even use morning now. It's like 6 a.m. here. In UK, let's say it's like 5 or 4 a.m. and I'm sure that person is sleeping, and 6 a.m. you're already awake. You're not expecting that person that is sleeping after having a stressful day to reach out to you. It happens. People can do it. Do you get? People can do it. Let's not dispute the fact that people do it. People do it, but it is difficult. Like that person has to be committed to be able to do things like that. Another thing on my list is feeling disconnected and isolated when you don't have your partner with you. and you're just alone. Like you can't even be with someone else. That's if you're not the type to cheat, right? You can't be with someone else. You're just alone. You can't do, like, maybe your friends are doing like couples hangout. You can't be there because your partner is not there. So you're always on your own. You feel alone completely because that person you're with is miles away, very far away. So that's also another challenges that people feel. Now I'm going to even share, because I've had my own fair share of distance relationship. So years ago, I was dating someone here in Nigeria, but the person had to travel to school. They traveled out to school and all. And I think as at that time, we had like 4 hours difference, like our time difference. I can tell you the relationship was good. We didn't have issues. The problem we had was communication. Communication was our problem. Like I said, 4 hours difference. Let me tell you, there were good times. There were times where I would stay awake. Then I'm telling you, the time difference it's huge. I would stay awake. Maybe people are sleeping by 1 a.m., 1 a.m. People are sleeping. I will stay awake to make call, because that's like maybe 6 p.m. or so in his own place. I'll stay awake to have conversation with him, to keep up. Okay, what's been happening in my day? Get to tell him. And he does the same. It can be morning. There are times where I'll be at work. He will call me, and that's like, I'll be at work and it's like maybe 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. self in his place. He will call me and we'll talk. But it got like, all of those things were happening. It was the good times, right? But then he had to do like 2 jobs, and money has to be made, right? He had to do like 2 jobs, had school also. Those things were taking his time. He no longer had time to communicate with me as we were trying to before. Even those midnight calls, those times that I would stay awake to talk to him, or he would stay awake to talk to me, he had to use that time to work, which also now affected the time he was giving me. So it started affecting us, and I felt, to be honest, I'm speaking for myself now because I don't know how he really felt at that point. But at that point, I felt like, oh, he didn't care anymore, or he didn't even see me as his priority. I started thinking, okay, does he have someone else? Is he with somebody? But I started having different thoughts, and every time, I'm not the type to nag, but because of that situation, I always had to complain, oh, you don't call me, you don't text me, you don't do this, you don't do that. Which he also had things going on for him. So imagine coming at him every time with, oh, you don't call me, you don't text me. I knew, like, thinking about it, I saw it like, okay, I wasn't understanding of his situation. At the same time, I'm not meant to understand. I'm not meant to understand. It's something I couldn't do, so I wasn't even used to. I had to complain and all of that, and we just came to an agreement. We just noticed the communication was drifting us apart, and we had the conversation. Okay, I don't think it's going to work because this distance is not helping us. Like, okay, I need attention, you need time, you need to work and all, and it's not, we can't do it, and we just decided to end it. So that was my own experience for long distance. It's difficult, not seeing the person, not having to talk to the person the time you want to talk to that person, sacrificing sleep just to communicate with that person, sacrificing your peace of mind because you don't even know what is going on. Is this person for me or not for me? That is very difficult. But then again, long distance relationships are not all that bad. There are like benefits to this relationship thing. There are benefits to distance relationships. So I have things that I wrote down here. Number 1 benefit is increased independence. Yeah. As cliche as it might sound, you know, when your partner is not here, right, you are able to, I'm not saying the person is stopping you, right, but you're still able to do whatever you want to do, hang out with your friends, go out, spend time. But you know, when your partner is here now, you're already like, okay, I need to create time for this person. Like, you have to, that person, because that person is there, you always, whatever movement you're trying to make, whatever thing you're doing for your personal self, you also have to consider that person, which you also consider the person even though the person is distant. So, but there in certain situations you can only think, you should just worry about yourself, because why should I be worried that I am going to so place? How is he going to be alone? like, I don't know if you get it, but that's number one for me. You have like increased excess independence to do whatever you want to do at that point in time, because that person is not there. The time you can even be communicating with, the time you are free to hang out, that person might be busy, so you have your time to yourself to do whatever you want to do. Another thing on my list is more time for personal growth and development. Exactly, same thing as increased independence, like I said. So it's like you have time now, that person is not here, the person is far away, you have time for yourself to work, you have time to think about yourself, your personal life, like how to improve in areas, like you just have time to think about your life, time to worry about just yourself. See, another thing I'm talking about is stronger communication and trust, right? Now, like I said, it has its bad side, it has its good side. I've already said it before. Communication and trust, it has bad side, it has good side. Now, it's the good side is if you people are constant with communication, you tell each other everything, like, if you get it, you get it. Because I don't know how else, like, I feel like the whole explanation for this is just in my head. I don't even know how to explain it. But constant communication, being open with this person, telling the person everything the way it is, no lies, that builds trust. Like, it builds trust and strength, it gives you strength to keep pushing. And also the last thing I would say is it gives you time, it gives you the opportunity to appreciate the time you guys have spent together. I'm still going to use myself as reference. Since my ex traveled, when we're still together, I would always I'm like, oh, thank God I was able to hang out, like, oh, we're able to have like evening walks together. Thank God for the times we laughed, like we had time to sit together, laugh together, all those good things. When he was not around, I just had all those good memories. The memories were there, and I was grateful. I was like seriously grateful for those times we spent together. I was times I could even call at any time I want to call, and we'll talk with no worries that this person is busy or this person is sleeping. I was grateful. So it also gives you time to appreciate that person's presence in your life at the moment. I have a success story of long distance relationship. If you people are married now, still together, please let me know in the comment section. I would like to read your stories, or just let me know in the comment section. Let's share with us your experience with long distance relationship. Have you even had a bad experience? If you've had a bad experience, please drop a comment, let me know. So I've heard and I've had conversations with people that had long distance relationship and it worked out for them. They are married, some of them are married now, some of them are still together, living their best life together. Still, their relationship is still work. Some of them are still in distance relationship, like far away land, and they are still together in good health, good condition. I've had to ask them questions, and they gave me tips and tricks that worked for them, right? So if you are in a long distance relationship, or you're considering to go into distance relationship, these tips are for you. Please listen very well. Listen. So I wrote them down because these are not my tips. These are from people that have had experience. So I'll just be listing them out for you guys. So number one is communicate regularly and openly. We all know communication, like I said, is always key in a relationship. Like, number one key in a relationship to work out is constant communication. And now you're not just communicating, but you're openly communicating. Openly communicating is telling that person how your day went, what you're going through, like everything, without keeping anything aside. You are open to that person. Keep the communication going, and make sure that while you're at it, you are someone they can trust, right? The next thing I'm going to be saying is set clear expectations and boundaries. You see, boundaries, then I don't joke with boundaries when it comes to relationship. But see finish, if you don't put boundaries, see finish winter. So just set your clear expectation, what you expect from that relationship. Like, what's the end goal? I always see, when I ask people, when you come and tell me, oh, you like me, I will ask you, what is the end goal? What is your expectation? You like me, you want to date me, right? What is your expectations? I always ask people, because if your expectations, I can't meet up, let me just move. Do you get? So if the person is not meeting up to your expectation, or you're not going to be able to meet up to the expectations, it's better people don't even go into it, right? So now, make sure that your expectations are stated, your boundaries are stated. Also, make time for each other and prioritize the relationship. Making time for each other is very, very important, because like I said, there's little to nothing you can do in long distance relationship. Earlier I told you guys how in my relationship we created time, like we made sacrifice for each other, where we sacrificed our sleep, and that was the time we had to have for each other, right? Where I don't get to sleep, or he doesn't get to sleep, we sit down, we just make calls, and sometimes we even do video calls at night, have conversations just about our day, just about friends, what has been happening. That is the only way in my own relationship at that time. That was the only way for us to create time for ourselves, because we don't see each other. Sometimes it's basic. Sometimes what we even do is like dates. Not really dates like that. It's like, okay, can call me, he's eating, I'm eating, well, things like that, just things to just spice it up. It will work for you. These ones, these people went on dates in their relationship. Dates, when I say dates, like the lady can dress up, go to a location. Maybe they decide, oh, they are having picnic, she will dress up and go to the park. This one, I'm telling you, the person that gave me this told me, went to the park, she dressed up, took her snacks, everything, her wine, went to the park. He did the same where he was, and they had picnic. The way I'm looking at people, video, they did it. Video call, they did it. They just created time. Make sure it worked out for them. Also, trust and respect each other's independence. You can't be in another city having fun, and then you restrict me that is in another country. Sorry, I'm saying city, country, wherever you are. You can't be there having your phone. Even if you're not having your phone, you cannot now be there. Me that I'm here, you can tell me, oh, don't go out, I don't want you to go out, I don't want you to do it, I don't want you to... True. So you don't have to restrict anybody's independence. You need to respect them, respect their space, respect their independence, respect everything that has to do with them. Like I said, I would really like you to, if you've had a success story in your long distance relationship, please drop a comment, let me know. I would like to know what have you done in your long distance relationship that worked out for you. Let us know, so people that are watching will also be able to learn from you too. Anyways, that's the little I have come to share with you guys today. And if you have anything to say, if you have one or two opinions to share concerning long distance relationship, please leave it in the comment section. I would love to hear, and I'm sure everyone that is watching right now will love to also hear. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in our next video. I love you guys so much.